Hey guys, it's nice to meet you all again. As you all know, my name is Kelvin, and the last time we discussed about self-improvement and how it can be of benefit for us. So this time we're going to treat this question, or rather, should I say, a topic? But it's more of a question actually. So this question goes like this, and it's a personalized question. So it goes like this: How can I make an impact? An impact. How can I make an impact? So before we dive deeper, let's get the meaning of the word impact. What does impact mean? Impact simply means a significant or strong influence that someone has on others or to the world at large. Keep in mind, guys, that people may admire you for your looks and glamour, but unfortunately, that admiration does not last, and it cannot be compared to how you make others feel. Get what I mean? So, by the way, let's talk about impact. What does impact involve? Actually, it involves the way you dress, the way you carry yourself. It shouldn't necessarily be about your looks because beauty is a generic factor. You get, so it's more of a generic factor because most people nowadays are beautiful, and if you engage in self-care, you automatically become beautiful. So beauty is more of a generic factor. So if you can really recall to the historians or to people back in history, they didn't have the best facial composition and all that, but the way how they made others feel, the impact, that is the legacy they left behind up to this day hasn't faded away. So you can't compare looks, glamour to how you make others feel. So it's very important to keep this difference in mind. So to go further, I would like us to answer these soft questions in respect to the word or to this topic about impact. And it goes like this: Does having an impact trigger respect? That is the first question. The second one: Does having an impact compensate for one's weaknesses and shortcomings? That is the second question. So let's start with the first sub question. Does having an impact trigger respect from others? The answer is simply yes. But keep in mind, though, if people oppose you on this path, it could come from a place of jealousy. Because if you are the sort that has a unique personality, you always make people to feel good, or you always leave a legacy behind you, and also anywhere you go, you always brighten up the place. There are some people who will not be happy. Do you understand? So that is an exception. Aside from that, it triggers respect, and you get respect from others if you set an example, if you live by example. So that is one thing to keep in mind. So the next question, let's answer the next question, which says, does having an impact compensate for one's shortcomings and weaknesses? Yes, it does. How? You may wonder. Well, people like Stephen Hawking, that you know Stephen Hawking, that's great scientist, for instance, was a disabled man, but was incredibly intelligent and charismatic, and therefore setting an example or pattern for other scientists. So you can see that having an impact, setting an example can really compensate for looks. Looks is a generic factor, like I said before earlier, so it's not something you should really think that it's something that like if I have looks, I have everything. Because that's why there are sometimes I normally see these YouTube videos that um, lay too much emphasis on looks. Yeah, being good looking is very good, but having an impact combined with good looks is good. Yeah, so it's very important that we strive to make an impact, set an example, that is, make others to feel like you are someone to look up to. You get. So, guys, life is short. So endeavor to have an impact on others and be kind to others. Being impactful also involves being kind to others because the world is a wicked place actually. A lot of people, or most of people nowadays, are people who don't have a good heart, or it's hard to see a good person these days. But you can really stand out. You can choose to stand out, and other people can learn from you. So it's very important that you keep that in mind. That being having an impact will make others look up to you. So thank you all for staying to the end of this video. Please like and subscribe. Have a lovely day. Thank you.